hope that you have subscribed. And if you are a returning subscriber at day 1 to this channel, shout better dog, didn't time. So as y'all can see, it's not really a new face because she has like appeared once or twice in this channel. So I'll just
Cute times.
3. No, let's try it because it did not work the other one.
You did.
No,
I've appeared 3 times on this channel. I will show you.
Okay, your Kaale, she will show us. But then let me just give her a chance to introduce herself and then we'll get straight into the video.
Hi, I'm the Lady Caesar.
Louder, please.
Okay.
I'll cut that part out.
Hi, I'm Balile Caesar, also known as Mbali. Do not call me Shobi, by the way.
I don't call him Shobi anymore. Maybe because I respect you now.
Thank you.
I respect you. Mbali, remember this time we used to shoot? We used to shoot and I wouldn't even allow you to introduce yourself. I would just be like, and this is Shobi. So I've grown now.
You've grown from that.
How? So in today's video we'll be sipping some wines from Woolies. This is the wine that's we're drinking. You know, it slaps. I mean, if you're one person, you must know that Woolworths has got the
Really
biggest.
good one.
Can we please cheers in the eyes because I don't want that curse. Thank you. So as you guys have already seen with the title, in today's video we will be talking about hookup culture, right? So I think we're going to start by defining it, and then as we go through it, we'll like share our opinions, tips, do's and don'ts, terms and conditions, and all that, you know. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. But without wasting any further time, let's get into the video. So how would you define hookup culture?
Hookup culture for me.
Sorry guys. Buddy is so dramatic, guys. Buddy is so like, she's dramatic. But anyway,
for me, hookup culture is like you meet someone, start talking. Okay, obviously you like this person, you want to get to know them and whatnot. Start talking, boom, you're fucking. But they need to somebody catches.
Can we call it banyazing?
Okay, fine.
Because
somebody catches feelings and you strangers again. Or it's just you meet up, it's casual panyaz, and it's done. That's it. Nothing to it.
Alright.
And it's like continuous.
Yeah.
Multiple people, multiple occasions.
Yes.
It's never ending.
I think in my perspective, I think it's a culture really that encourages like no strings attached. Like you basically do what you do with whoever you do it with on a casual basis without adding any emotional attachment to it, you know. So it can be things like one night stands, going to a club, kissing someone and not knowing who they are. Like basically doing multiple things with multiple people without adding any romantic emotions to it, you know. So I think with that being said, let's get into it. What is your view on hookup culture? And can we just like maybe base it in South Africa so that it can touch home?
Yeah,
you know, so we can relate to it proper. You know,
so comfortable for this one.
So what's your opinion on hookup culture?
For me,
which is a culture you very much
existed.
As someone exists in it. Let's be honest. Okay, so she is still within the hookup culture, so she should be the one to actually like clarify this.
I think I'm slowly but surely leaving the culture because I'm also tired of it. Because had it been me last year and me this year, 2 different people. In terms of last year, I was very much a person who was like, you know what, I'm tired of the bullshit of relationships. I'm tired of all of that. So I might as well just have casual flings. And if maybe something happens,
yeah.
And it ends there. No strings attached, no nothing. But as growing up and whatnot, you realize, no man, something's missing within me, and I can't keep doing this because firstly, people come with their own baggage, spiritual baggage. Soul ties are very much real.
Hey, guys, soul ties are real, and whoever does not believe in a soul tie, dude, you're being ignorant.
Very ignorant.
Or you stupid. Like, I'm so sorry, but then like you can't be banyazing and be ignorant to the fact that soul ties exist. Sure. Please.
So me, very much currently, I would not like to participate in hooking up. I want something solid. I want something stable.
Funny for you to actually say at this point in time you don't want to hook up because we're already approaching the season of hooking up.
That's the sucky part.
So like, and I feel like this is actually the perfect time for this video because we are either approaching or either within that season of hooking up.
As a nation, we've normalized that November we all relax and whatnot. And then first of December, it's hookup season.
Like
if you're starting your relationship at that time, it's the worst time to start.
Or maybe it's the perfect time to start because now you're starting at a point where like it's not expected to start relationships. So if ever you guys do succeed within that month of December, January will do nothing to you as well as all the other months that you guys will come across. Because December is the most tempting.
I've started a relationship in December.
And okay, so my question to you is, okay, let me first give you my opinion on hookup culture. I think you know me, I'm a lover, guys, and I love love and I love being in relationships. You know, I feel more secure being in a relationship than just roaming around hooking up, you know. I don't know, and another thing, I would say I'm a person that loves love. Yes, I did say that, but I'm so quick to catch feelings as well. So I don't like putting myself in situations where I go there being all macho, yeah, I'm not gonna catch feelings, but then at the end of the road, I catch feelings, then I'm fucked because we already spoke with no strings attached, and then I've already attached a string to it. So I'm fucked new one. So I think it's a thing you know yourself, and knowing yourself gives you power to maneuver through everything. So I know myself, I know Uguti, I catch feelings. So this is a hookup-ing, we do this today, tomorrow you don't exist.
Because I asked someone, I asked a gentle question about hooking up.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you'd meet girls, you'd talk for a while, and then there's going to be that one night where they proper hook up. And I was like, okay, so what does that night mean to you? He's like, I'll make you my queen for the night. I will make you anything. I will do so good in that one night. But then we go back tomorrow morning. We're going back to our real lives, and he doesn't think that matters. Like, actually, I'm like that. I used to be like that, at least, because I'm trying to better myself.
Like, honestly, I've always wanted to be that girl. You see those girls you see in the movies that hook up with those guys, and then they wake up in the morning before the guy wakes up, writes a letter, leaves it there on the counter, then leaves. I've always wanted to be that girl, but guys, it's so hard for me to do shit and forget about it. It's so hard for me to let someone to be within me like that and forget they existed. Like, I've tried though.
It's actually a lot of girls.
I've tried.
Experience.
I've tried. Remember he was the one person that I saw who said like this life is not for me. Because the entire night, guys, this guy and I were dating. We just hooked up, right? The entire night was perfect. It was a movie, you know? Like it was perfect. And guess what? Like I only had one night. Literally after that night, I was head over heels. So it just proves to me, I can't do this shit. Like, I really can't do this shit.
You're not built for it.
I'm not built for it. Like, I could try. Or maybe if I get hurt in the most. But I have. And I still don't hook up. No, I'm really not hooking up.
Immediately after, I was made. It was, look.
Let's actually discuss it. What made you? Because I don't think you were always a person who was part of the hookup culture. I feel like somewhere along your life, you decided, fuck this shit, I'm joining this culture. So what led you to coming? Oh my god.
It's the lizard.
Oh my god, okay. So because of him, you were like, actually
no,
relationships.
Relationships. In fact,
guys, this girl has been single for how many years now?
2 years.
She's an expert of this culture.
Very much an expert.
Oh my god.
It's my thing now. No, but seriously, it was like after that, I think I abstained for 6 months after that.
Just to update you guys, she had a really bad breakup. Like a really, really bad breakup. That's what she's currently talking about.
But we moved.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, after that, I was like, I abstained for a good 6 months. And then I was talking to someone on Instagram.
Okay.
We hooked up. And then from then onwards, I was like, actually, I think I like this.
The hooking up, no strings attached. If I don't call you, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
until recently, where
you've caught feelings.
Not that I've
You've
always
caught feelings.
I've always had feelings with this person, and you just like this whole year.
I think that's where it goes wrong. That's where it goes wrong.
Oh Lord. Like, it makes it so hard not to catch.
Like, honestly, ne, I think let's dwell into this thing like proper. My perspective, I genuinely feel that there's honestly nothing. Okay, this culture has its own people, right? There's people that
But
do well in
besides
it.
having its own people and people that do well in it, as someone who participated very much into the culture and whatnot, it's not good for you as a person.
But thing is, like, I feel like it depends.
It does depend.
Because maybe, let's say, they broke your heart in the most brutal way. You have no intentions, no energy for starting something new, something that will last you a lifetime. You just want to do what you do now and let that be. So I feel like in ways that maybe, or in times where you are trying to rediscover yourself, it's okay not to like commit yourself to someone or like attach yourself to someone or add emotional attachment to what you're doing with that someone.
But it was always going to be in the hooking up thing. If you do it like with the same person for a long period of time, there's going to be a time where one of you guys actually catches feelings.
That's what I'm saying also, Uti. I feel like if ever you want to participate in this hookup culture, then there should be specific rules put into place to protect yourself as well. For instance, I feel like how can you continue to have casual sex with someone that you're already catching feelings for? That's the worst thing to do because you're doing something lovers do. You are feeling something lovers feel. What will you want? You will want something lovers have,
of course.
So I feel like it's like if you're going to participate in this, be savage. Don't have a heart.
Being savage comes at a price because now we've got things like STDs and STIs and
no, but I want to lay on. I feel like
you could meet someone today. The person looks clean as fuck, very clean. You get drunk, you forget to use consliders.
That's what happens. Yeah, this is my main reason for not wanting to be a part of this culture. I'm an overthinker. I am an overthinker. So for me to have this thing, I meet this person, he's cute. Next thing, one thing leads to another. We do it and then it's child. Like no,
so it's
dude, like
it takes a lot. Because what if I actually enjoyed it and I want to carry on, which it has happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, actually, I think I want to be this person's girlfriend,
dude.
And then,
exactly.
Because also when you, I think it's with girls in the hookup culture, we tend to catch feelings a lot. And
but
in
honestly,
that instance, it's like sometimes you become good just to hook up. Good enough to hook up, but not good enough to
stay. Yeah. And another thing, I just feel like, I also feel like this thing, oh my god, I'm not ready for a relationship. The last relationship I was in fucked me up. I feel like some way, somehow, it's sort of like an excuse.
It is.
Sort of like an excuse, ne? And another thing, Mina, and you bonile. That's why I basically wanted us to touch this in a South African sense, right? Because I just feel like there's a lot of, personally for me, someone that didn't do well in this culture. I just feel like it's more dangerous than it is fun, because most of the time when people hook up, it's mostly go groove, groove or drug. It's mostly when you go out.
Okay, maybe for me it's different because
or alcohol is involved.
Alcohol is involved.
Exactly. That's my point.
I think I don't like preaching you and drunk. I don't like talking to you when I'm drunk. So I've been safe enough not to hook up with people in that sense. The only time A and B situation, that was the only time. But other than that, I'm the type of hand my hookups were always carefully planned.
Okay. But that's the thing.
That's just that I had a bucket list.
That's the thing. That's you. Some people aren't like smart enough to actually think this through. You think you should say groove, maybe the weekend. You see this hot guy, you going with him in here. Like, is the rubber there? Do you guys have maybe home testing HIV kits? Do you have morning after pills?
To be quite honest, sometimes you don't think of all of that.
And that's where the problem is.
In the bed tone.
That's where the problem is. Yeah. Because we can't keep doing things without being like rational to consequences.
Of course. And that's the thing with us. The things that we do impulsively are like the most exciting, the most fun.
But I feel like for me, the most important thing that I'm very afraid of, besides the whole STDs and whatnot, or whether they are HIV testing kits or whatnot, South Africa right now is going very high in the statistics of Kenya. Alright? I don't know what kindling is in English, guys, but ukendla kuyathusa. And there's actually some men that kendla with females. You know, the more females you sleep with is the more money you get. You know, it's not like when a guy comes to you, paliwela kendlad, about to kendla, you know?
Yeah, they just come to you for money.
Exactly. So now you meet this guy, you have your sexual intercourse with one of you guys banyas, and then only to discover umuntu is taking something away from you, you know? I just can't bring myself to a point where I can freely be part of the hookup culture, knowing also there's actually guys that actually do these things, you know. I feel like sometimes when you're not part of the culture, you're actually saving yourself from a lot of things.
You are, but then in this time where it's very rare to find partners that are faithful and all of that, you're never truly safe.
I think it also goes back to the intentions as to why they're hooking up as well. Because some people tend to be a part of this culture because maybe they are running away from something.
True.
Like, I feel like people have different intentions as to why they don't want that emotional attachment.
I think I was running away from something.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah. You know? So I guess it all starts with what are your intentions for wanting to be a part of the hookup culture. If you are saying, yeah, my intentions are because that's me, I've been hurt, I don't have the energy for a long life relationship or whatever, it's okay, dwell into it.
Or you're using it as a coping mechanism for some traumas, childhood traumas.
Yeah. You know, so I just feel like whatever your intentions are, just you should be in a position where you know why you're doing something. I feel like that will also save you from getting into trouble while still being in that hookup culture.
Because it's really dangerous.
But not entirely, Molly.
Not entirely.
Not entirely. And that's why I want us to get into those points in which we can help whoever doesn't want to commit themselves, but also wants to be free in hooking up with whoever they want to hook up with. You know, like for instance.
But honestly, we as people in this generation, I think we should stop normalizing it as much as we have, especially as women, considering how it affects us at the end of the day.
Actually, I was speaking to some guy, I think I even told you, you know, and guys, I think we want to have another video of a guy present so that he can kind of tell us his opinion in terms of this whole thing that we're talking about, you know. But I was speaking to my guy friend and I told you this. He was like, this whole hooking up thing, casual basis thing, when guys do it, it's okay. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's like and then as soon as a girl does it, as soon as a girl makes it a norm to basically be casual with like a lot of guys, it tends to be a thing you will see, like people look, or guys specifically devalue her, like she's not as valuable as they thought, or they degrade her just because she's that person that does things on a casual basis.
Think that's the problem.
They don't think, but there are some guys that think like that though.
No, there are guys that think that goes without saying, because there's a lot of guys that like have a long way to go when it comes to unlearning certain toxic behaviors
and habits and all of that.
There's a lot. But my thing is that as women, I think when we normalized hookup culture, it was for us to, you know, be like, we can be like men, we can do it better than men. But it's backfiring. It is backfiring because at the end of the day, women are lovers. Exactly. And you will catch feelings. Feelings are caught at the end of the day, and it's mostly the women. It's bringing the men. Contrary, but And now it's become like it's just women complaining about the hooking up, complaining. And you just see it's really not working for most of us. And I think some people participate in it because they feel like they're good enough to be hooked up with, but not good enough to be like girlfriends. Or serious partners. And I also feel like it also kind of hurts when you're hooking up with this person and then you catch feelings and then you let them know that you've caught feelings and you want something serious and they say no. So you were okay with entering me on a casual basis, but now when I'm looking for something that's inclusive of love, I'm not worthy of it. That's the thing with men. Men don't mind having panyas with people they wouldn't want to be seen in public with. So for them, they're used to this life. And for us, we're very selective of that. Very much selective. Very selective. So, Miley, I just want us to dwell into the tips. So if ever now someone says, yeah, fair, mini relationship guys are wise,
and it's understand where I was.
Yeah.
So what ways or what things can we just share with this person to like let them, not let them know, but for them to like maybe protect themselves, things they should be aware of?
Firstly, number one, wherever you go, carry a pack of condoms.
Please.
Carry a pack of them.
Please.
Do yourself that one solid.
Like, and not even one, like not even
pack.
one, like dude,
A pack.
like
Have a pack.
please. I think first things first, when you get into this thing, you should be wary of the fact that you're going to encounter different people of which are going through different things or which have different things that you don't even know about. So the first thing you must always remember, I need to protect myself. I get when you are going there because you're the advocate of fun. So have your fun, but make sure that your consequences won't get you sick. So number one, protect yourself. In every way that you can protect yourself, definitely carry a pack of rubber and normalize it. Make sure Uti every time it's a thing that you always have. Don't forget.
I should have said here with the pack of skin
Dude, like honestly, like just protect yourself. Protect yourself. Next.
Secondly, this thing of going out without money, next thing you're busy pronouncing with people you don't know, and then they don't give you money for emergency contraception.
Like,
it's only time.
Guys, honestly, ufuna ukutshela ukuthi nawe ungaya no yazi abafana bayenza besingakuniki nemali ye-plan B bayangibhora
Mara still
no bayangibhora.
But then as a hand, why don't you have the emergency money?
No, obviously as a hand. That's why you need to first protect yourself, you know. Like as much as we said you must have the pack of rubber, but like niggas are normalized to be the ones that carry
rubber. But then we're at a point in time where genuinely some of them do not carry it because they find
inyama is the best.
Exactly. So now when you're out here.
Like, so first things first, guys, then protect yourself. I think number two, very importantly, like whoever you're doing shit with, like maybe state your intentions.
Yes, state
because
your intentions.
Yes,
very clear.
Yes, we just met and yes, we're in a room. We shouldn't automatically think, already in her mind, I'm sure she knows we're just having this for fun. Like, communicate it. This is just for now, or like whatever your intentions are in that moment, just communicate it. But at the same time, mina into engikhalelayo guys indaba zokugula ilezi engizikhalelayo. That's what I color about very much, because carry a packet of rubber with you wherever you go, whether you're male, female, just carry that rubber, okay?
Guys,
you know,
ECPs,
please.
Secondly, ECPs only cost like 90 something rand at clinics. Okay. Morning after. Because you know the vibes.
Wherever you go, just make sure you're carrying the rubber. Number two, state your intentions when you meet that guy, when you meet that girl. You know, that guy or that girl needs to know that you are very, you're very heavy on protection, you know, you need to state your intentions. So you yourself should know what you want so that you can be able to state it to another person, right? Number three, EWC,
ECPs, emergency contraception, morning after pause. At clicks and discount, it's about 95, 96.
Yeah.
So carry 100 rand. 100 rand for that. And stop relying on men to buy that for you. Because sometimes you'll be disappointed. Next thing, immunity.
Dude, and you don't want that.
Someone is calling you mama.
Because you can imagine how many casual whatnots are you having with like multiple people. You will even be confused with who's the baby daddy.
Exactly.
You know, so too many problems. Safe, too many problems. Just be safe. And then number four, which is the last one, what would you say? They should always remember. Please test regularly. Test regularly. And if you can, maybe buy home testing HIV kits before you start. You test
50 around.
40. If you can, be like Mary Jane. I don't know if you guys know the series Mary Jane, but Mary Jane used to being Mary Jane. Now she used to do some casual shit, and before she started she used to test the nigga, do this, do that. So when she's done testing the nigga, now she knows what she's getting herself into because she knows her status. Exactly, you know. Then it will make the experience more fun because there's no need to stress about, oh my god, maybe sick, oh my god, maybe I'm gonna go pregnant, oh my god, I'm catching feelings, you know. So please, yeah. Anything else?
I think think that's. Oh, and also before you get into these things with people and whatnot, if you're not a person that hooks up with people at in the moment and stuff, take your time to know those people, how they think and whatnot. Because somebody's going to make you pregnant and leave you at the end of the day. We are born.
Yeah.
And then it's a meet. And it was a cheer. And we're going to
And another thing I'd just like to say, and I feel like this is very important, but yeah, this is very important that whoever you're hooking up with, make sure they're fucking hot. Because mistakes happen. You're gonna put out this person, next thing you're pregnant. Next thing maybe you find out when you're 6 months or 5 months, when it's too late to do abortion. At least if the nigga's hot, then you already know the image of your baby.
You can
so
use
cute.
them as a role model or
Dude,
something.
at least you're
money
benefiting
earning.
something from his fucking sperm, you understand? So like, hey guys, Nanny, make sure with you. Comes back to that thing you said. Be selective, what did you say?
Be very selective.
Please don't just banyas.
Be very selective. And abantwana bayadura in this process economy.
And you know hook up, like hooking up casually, guys. It should be expensive.
It is.
It should be expensive.
It should be.
And just know if you're getting yourself into the culture, you must have money.
Unfortunately, good things come with consequences.
Exactly. Not even good things, easy things. Because I think when I got some you know. So guys, I think that's the end of the video. No? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow Mabali. I will link her. Yeah, Instagram. I actually call you Mabali. I don't call you Shove anymore. Okay. This bitch. But anyway, I will link Mbali's Instagram, social media details down below in the description box so that you guys can also follow the girl, you know. But stay tuned for part 2 because part 2 will definitely have a male.
And it'll be much more interesting.
Exactly, you know. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.